Oh, what's going on, everybody? All right, back again for another basketball game today, and yeah, I got a few thoughts before we start today. What's up, Nathan? Nice to see you, brother. Everybody, please make yourself known in the chat if you're here and hanging out. That way, I can address you. I appreciate that. Um, we come out this game against Wisconsin the other day, and when you watch that game, it was a must-win game. It was one of those games that you had to have the we were reeling. There was no continuity on offense. The defense couldn't get it done. A lot of things were going bad. And the day before that game was supposed to be kind of a walk-through practice and getting ready for the game. And it didn't turn out to be that way. Coach Woodson put his foot down. Coach Woodson decided he was going to make these guys run and work and play defense, because when they won last year, it was because of their defense. It wasn't because of a spectacular offense. It wasn't because of great shooting or spectacular ball handling or great decision making on offense. It was because they got after people and got in their face and played defense and held teams down and did enough scoring to win basketball games. Coach Knight sat in on that practice, and then they go out and absolutely kick the snot out of Wisconsin on Sunday. Absolutely a total whipping. It was unbelievable how good they looked in that game, minus two senior leaders that are not on the floor right now, both recovering from injuries and should be back this season. So guess what? Now we got, hey, this is what you need to do to win. Hey, your senior leadership is going to be back this year. We have got to hold down the fort. We've got a path to get back to where we started with our original goals this season. Now, you guys, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 on the bench, you've got to pick it up. You've got to continue to play with the enthusiasm and the energy that you have. Play defense. Jordan Geronimo, outstanding game. Outstanding on the glass, cutting to the basket, getting in there and making plays. Jordan Geronimo, phenomenal game against Wisconsin. Tamar Bates, a little off that game, but he's still young and he's still learning to get his footing. But he didn't make any mistakes. He played decent defense. I didn't see him get burned a lot. Shafino, lights out in the second half, well above his years. Kiss him goodbye. Just don't want you guys to start thinking that kid's going to be around for more than 1 year. Don't think so. I'm pretty sure he's a one and done. I can't see much that he lacks to take his game to the next level. Renew did not make a lot of mistakes. Played good minutes on Crowell when he was in there, and Logan Duncombe played good minutes as well. There's a lot of things that you saw that were positives coming out of playing good defense. And you don't need offense in that manner. You don't have to have it. You've got guys that can make a jump shot. You got guys that can play around the rim. So now we're in this situation where we're going to Illinois, a team that plays consistently good defense, and they score a lot of points. On paper, both teams look very similar, but it's exactly the same type of game that we're wanting to play, that they want to play. So we got to go in there, punch them in the mouth, play defense, not get three-point shot happy, because guess what? We don't make it at that high of a clip, and do what we do best, and that's pound the paint and score inside. Michigan State has opened this game up against Rutgers to no end, and it's going to end a few minutes early. It looks like our tip time will now be 8:42. Balin, welcome. Hey, Pizzle, what's up, man? Nice to see you today. And the Goat Mod, Nathan Richardson, is in the house. Appreciate it very much. I love to hear what everybody else thinks. I think my analogy is pretty close on where they're at tonight. They need a big road win. Look, let's talk March. You need a good road win for the committee, and winning at Illinois would be that. It's a game that you can win. Illinois is devout of, they've got a couple great players on their team. Don't get me wrong, but they do not have that first team All-American superstar like they have the last couple of years. There's no more Kofi Coburn. You don't have your first round NBA draft pick on the floor. Maybe, but that's a story for another time. But I'm excited. So while we're talking about the positives, we got to talk about one of the negatives today. And one of the negatives is that if something doesn't work out around the house here, I will maybe having to cut this stream out right at about 10:30. So of other responsibilities that I have. But I don't like starting something that I can't finish. I'm trying to work it out. But I also don't want to be here when I can. Or I want to be here when I can as much as I can, because this is my fun time. This is my happy place. But with all that being said, I'm going to get some stuff loaded up over here on the other screen because I was rushing today as usual. I like it. There ain't nobody gonna bank against Indiana this year, or on this poll so far. I'm expecting a few Illini fans to come in. I tagged for them. I really would like to get another Big Ten guy from another couple schools in here to join the fam and kind of be part of us, because it's nice seeing other teams' perspectives. Let's see. We got to get back into the top 25 too, because it makes it so much easier to find their box score. What's up, MH Plays? Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping in today. You might have to scroll back if you want to hear the rant, but definitely fired up for some college basketball. Really would like to see this season evolve a little bit more. I'd love for it to be a really good place in here for Hoosier fans going into the tournament. I'll take time off for that. I'm not going to. That Thursday and Friday of the first 2 days of the tournament, I should be home. I might be in here like 16 hours those days. Yeah, Balin. Not playing well at all. Wisconsin did get a big win yesterday or the day before. I watched that game. I've been watching most of this Michigan State game today. Talk about beating Rutgers at their own game today. They did a very good job of that. Hauser played phenomenal. And they end it with a 3, 70-54, 17 seconds to go. Ten seconds, and I'm getting ready for some basketball. 8:42 is the tip. We're at 8:35. Yeah, this Big Ten is a little upside down right now. Really surprised. Really, I'm gonna tell you straight up, in that 3-game losing streak we had there, really should have won 2 of the 3 games. It's hard for me to predict a game when I have my heart involved in the game. But let me just say that I really feel like if we can keep Illinois below 70, we have a chance to win the game. If this game gets above 70 on the road, I don't feel as good about it. If I had to say Illinois is a 6-point favorite today, I wouldn't. I don't bet. So, yeah, that's kind of a moot point in a way there, MH, because we had about 6 in there and we just started beating up on each other. There you go. Get that that internet's a big problem. 5 minutes to tip. I hate to really predict it. Yeah, Balin, I'm going to tell you, if we have the same crew that we had at Iowa, I might just turn it off. I've never been that upset. The crew we had against Wisconsin, I wish we had them again, because that's the way a game should be officiated, especially in Big Ten. That crew we had at Iowa was the worst crew ever. There should have been 17 technicals in that game. They lost control, didn't know how to get it back. It was ugly as I've ever seen. And when your coach that is prides himself on keeping himself under control calls it BS on national television, it's pretty funny in a way. You just got to know. Hey, just so everybody knows, I'm going to start clipping and cutting some pieces for this Indiana team. Last year I did introductories and stuff like that, made videos and stuff like that. As I get a little bit more time moving forward here, as soon as we get our second car back in the house, I will have a little bit more time. I'm going to start clipping some stuff, getting everybody fired up for March. Kind of who's who amongst the reserves on the team and who's playing well, stuff like that, just making videos and getting back to what I like to do. Yeah, but that's a big thing, man, is talking about how the officiating looks like. Oh, Bob Knight would not have lasted that game. Bob Knight probably would have hit Fran McCaffrey when he came across midcourt. He would have forced it. Also, let it be known that Tim is out there throwing out the new members only emojis. There you go, Pookie. Tom finally got you. I didn't see it. Well, there you go, man. You've been rated. That's awesome, brother. Just keep doing your thing, man. You're doing a good job. You're getting there. But anyway, Alex and I decided that the members program is how we're going to be able to bring content to you guys, and we've got it loaded up. And if anybody ever decides they want to join in, we will be adding benefits to the base program. We went right with what YouTube recommends for the two lines. For like two levels of membership right now, we got a $2.99 and a $6.99, I think, per month. I already got one members only post. I'm going to do a few other things and go back in there. So anybody that joins the top tier, got to let me know who you like, what you like, and I'll be ready to start producing content for those members. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I'm happy for you, Pookie. I knew it's been a hot minute. You've been on there every time he's been on, I think. So it's good, man. All us guys need to stick together. Yeah, Balin, I think that's important right there. I wasn't gonna say it, but we need to get another shooter other than Shafino making a few shots tonight. And I was gonna say Bates or Kopp need to have a good game. Those guys are two of the players that I expect to play well. This line has already, since I first brought it up, has went up another half point. The over and under is 146.5 right now. I think I would take the under on this if I was a betting man, because both these teams play really good D. So if anybody has a last second bet in Indiana and wants to bet something, I would bet the under tonight. Yeah, we made it reasonable, Tim. Definitely working on getting the merch ready, and we're going to give away merch within it at some point in time. That's at least my plan for one of the things. So, for like 12-month members, they're going to get something very nice as soon as I get the store up and running. Alex and I love my other channel, and I've got a lot of stuff that I do on it, but this has gotten to be the most fun. Hey, man, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, doesn't it though? Yeah, it was kind of fun because I've always seen the inside and looked up at it, and I thought it felt like the old school Metrodome, just looking up at the ceiling. So when I picked for my thumbnail, I went ahead and picked the outside of the building, because I wanted to see what it looked like, and it reminds me of a 1950 spaceship, man. It was carefully thought out, Balin. I thought about it. Shafino, Galloway, Kopp, Trace Jackson Davis, and Geronimo get the start today. I love this lineup. It's gritty. And there's Terrence Shannon Jr. He's the last 4 games. I want to see if they can slow him down, get him below his average. And the Orange Crush, I think is what they call their sideline, or at least they did back in the day. They're all wearing orange, and they're fired up. Let's get into some basketball, you guys. What's up, Damon? Yeah, I know, brother. I want to see how we do. Let's see how it goes. Shafino's got it on the left wing, feeds Geronimo. Geronimo's going to drive, throws it out to Galloway, and Galloway loses it, but Shannon goes out of bounds. They're going to leave the ball going to Illinois, and that'll be a turnover from a tip pass. There's Snowman right there. Snowman in the morning. Snowman Multimedia. It is called the Orange Crush. I wish we had race too, bro. Couple more weeks, hopefully, before the end of February. Nice to see you, Damon. Thanks for commenting. I appreciate a like and a subscribe. Illinois is driving. Get inside. He looks, pulls it back out, feeds the right wing. Don't know all the Illinois players yet. We will learn them. Geronimo's in toe out high. He's going to try to get in the middle. And he puts up the floater. No good. Trace controls. Here he comes back the other way. Trace playing point guard. Going to go coast to coast. Gets down on the block. He backs this guy in. Feeds Galloway. Drives. Turns back out. And Galloway tries to throw the pass. It gets picked off. And that's a fast break basket for Illinois to start the game. 2-zip. Get my scoreboard running here. Sloppy pass by Galloway and very good intuition by number 1. Galloway's got it out high. And there's another pass almost stolen. Shafino shoots. No good. Wasn't a very good rhythm shot. And here comes Illinois pressing back. Get your defense going, boys. You got to play that D. You got to look like you did the other day. Just dribbling around out high. Goes for the pass. There's a steal by Geronimo, but he can't control it. It goes out of bounds. Tip ball. The shot clock is down to 12. Indiana has already turned it over a couple times today, and it's not a good look. And he drives the basket straight to the basket, no cutoff. Well, we're not playing defense yet, so Shannon Jr. scores his first basket of the game, and then we are up to 4-0. And Coach takes a timeout. You can see the importance because he is not going to cut this one loose anytime soon. Shannon got the layup there, got around Trace, blew by his guy, puts it off the glass and in, gets his first 2, and the first basket was by Harris. Last meeting, we won in the Big Ten quarterfinal. Heck of a game last year. Yeah, it's not the one that I wanted, but I can't get it to be clear. He's going to force them guys to play defense, and if they don't play defense, I hope he sets them. I don't care who it is. Galloway gets to the basket for an easy layup off the give and go from Trace. Here comes Harris back the other way with the ball. He's out high with Shafino. Shannon is guarded by Galloway. 27 foot from the basket. He's trying to drive on him. Gets inside, puts up the 12-foot floater. No good. Trace with the glass. Hold it up, young man. Give that ball back to you. There you go. Here comes Shafino. Shafino's got a pick out high. He's looking. He gets cut off. Great defense. Feeds Geronimo inside. Shafino with the assist, Geronimo with the layup, always going to the basket. 4-4, we're tied. Shafino's having a battle out there with Harris. There goes Shannon. He's going to drive the baseline. Over in the corner, fakes the three, drives. That should have been a travel. Gets inside, puts up the floater, no good. And it's going to be Illinois basketball out of bounds. Hola, Luis. Jordan's playing phenomenal basketball. You should be very proud, my friend. Very proud. Excellent defense. He's using his opportunity well. Couldn't be happier. They get the ball down on the block. Trace Jackson Davis in tow. He puts the layup, and it's blocked. Here comes Galloway back the other way. He's going to go to the hoop. Gets cut off. Nothing doing. Geronimo for three. As we speak, Jordan Geronimo knocks in a three-pointer. 5 points for Jordan. 7-0 run in the last 129. Let's go. Thank God it's good. There goes Shannon to the basket. He drops it off, and he was out of bounds on the pass, and that's a turnover. We're going back the other way. Let's see. Was that goaltending? No. He got that swatted. Geronimo made himself available. He finds the open spot on the floor, and he makes the jump shot. Indiana leads 7-4. Here we go. Shafino feeds Galloway on the wing, hits Trace on the post. Trace is not double teamed. He's going to drive inside. He works, and he's going to be called for the travel. Moved his pivot foot. He shuffled. 22 points. How many rebounds and assists? Because he's not a good starter in these games. Beck, I don't know how to say your name, but he does finish well in the second half. Very solid rookie, will be a one and done. I need to know, is that total? Oh, he should get 6 dimes. I think he's got one. Now there's a steal by Kopp. We're coming back the other way. Yes, I'm sure he'll get it. There's Shafino right there. Oh, he misses the layup, rolls off the rim. We're coming back the other way. And there's a charge on Illinois. We're going back the other way. Shafino took the foul. You're already down to 21. He's got one. 21. He's got one assist already in the game. I think those numbers are doable. He'll get about 4 or 5 boards, 12 to 15 points, and 6 assists. If that's a bet, that's a good bet. That's a great prop bet. Also, everybody, welcome that spoke in the chat. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for communicating. Hey, no, this is Beck. I'm going to call you Beck just because I don't know what the BXSH means. This is a place where we hang out, we discuss, and we all do the games together. So, man, we try to make it fun. Nicholas thinks the Big Ten stinks. Hey, everybody's entitled their opinion. A lot of teams would not do well in the conference just to the true physicality of the way they play. We beat ourselves up and we destroy ourselves for the NCAA tournament. That's been the problem since they initiated the Big Ten tournament. But I appreciate the opinion, man. It's all good. What's your conference, Nicholas? Give me your conference. Let me hit it. What's up, Rebecca? I worked. You know how that goes. I worked a long day. Just got in here. Just got settled down a little while ago. Yeah, it's officiating is going downhill. You don't, and I think what it boils down to is I don't think there's enough people going into it, and it's hard to find ones that care. So they're promoting everybody up these other levels. Are you Nicholas? Are you a Big Ten or are you an Illinois or an Indiana guy, or what's your team? Because I was looking for an Illinois fan. I really was looking for some perspective. I know, Dave. See, I was low key trying to find you. I was low key trying to find you an Illinois fan just so that you could have some fun. I was looking for a play toy for Dave. Your son is a Northwestern grad. Congratulations on that. And you know what? That making that argument about the Big Ten is not a bad argument to make. There's some things that, as a whole in basketball, the conference really needs to improve upon. It would really be nice to get back to that national relevance that we had in the 90s, 80s, early 2000s. It seemed to have gone downhill somewhere around 2003, where and I know I associate it with the Big Ten tournament. I think that's a big mistake. Shafino's got it out high. He feeds Trace in on the block. Trace puts it up and scores. TJD gets the basket. I don't know if Shafino will get the dime for that, but Indiana is up 9-4. Let's roll here. A 9-0 run, the last 2:48. Illinois crosses the timeline. They're looking at the give and go. They run a very similar offense to what we do. Feeds it. Nice cut to the basket. Misses the layup. Shannon overshoots it, and Geronimo cleans it up. Galloway's got it on the wing, feeding down to Trace on the block. Trace has got one man on him. He's looking for a clear out. He's going to back his man in. Feeds it back out to Galloway for three. Galloway buries the three on the dime from Trace Jackson Davis. Inside out game is working. That's the second three-pointer for IU, 12-4. Shannon's got it out high. Shannon he's a baller, dude. Number 3 shoots the three. There's a rebound. No good. That's Hawkins with the board. He's going to be fouled on it. I mean, Dave, inevitably you're correct. But when these teams recruit to play ball a certain way, it's really hard to change that. I mean, honestly, but you're right. Iowa's the one team that seems to try to stay away from the bully ball and go for the high-scoring teams, but their success hasn't really shown up either, and Fran McCaffrey is not – I think they need to get all the McCaffrey kids out of that school. He's a pretty good recruiter, though. I will give him that. Hawkins missed the first. He's going to make the second free throw and cut the lead to 12-5. All right, Shafino sets the offense out high, feeds Galloway on the right wing. Trace is pushed out a little far. He's going to use the dribble to get down to the block. He spins his man, lays it up and in, goes right by Hawkins. No contest, 14-5. Heck yeah, that's it, Balin. Make him chuck it from the deep seats. Shafino's out high on number 3. I'll learn him second. Hawkins has got the ball on the post, and he feeds it cross court, and Kopp gets a hand on it. Here comes Shafino on the fast break. Feeds Galloway, and that's blocked. And that is tipped up and out. And, oh, what a play by number 3 to come up with the ball. He's on a fast break of his own, and he gets blocked. Trace Jackson Davis blocked the shot. Hawkins is trapped on the baseline. He puts it up and blocked again. And they're going to call him for the foul this time. Trace is laughing over that one. Yeah, absolutely. Game has changed. The game in the Big Ten just hasn't evolved beyond what it was in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. What's up, Dabney? Let's go. So I missed something here. Okay, it looks like we got some kind of a technical foul being assessed. And Shannon botched it. I'm going to mute my mic here because I want to hear what the explanation is. So Race or Xavier gets issued a technical foul from the bench for something that they either said or did from over there, and that's going to be a swing. But they've missed 2 out of the 3 free throws they've had thus far, and they've only been able to trim 1 point off the lead. And he makes the last one, 14-7. $13-19 to go, 7-point lead. Trace has got it. That's where you need to get it every time. To him on the block. Let him decide. If he wants to work his guy and he backs him down, baby hook, and it's good. TJD putting some points in the paint. No defense down there. They cannot stop him. They're going to have to double, but they're afraid of the three-point shot right now. And that nice strip by Schifino, but it goes off his foot, I think. If you need, I ate before I got home. Rebecca, you're so sweet. Galloway is going to be called for a dead ball foul. Jack Greb, USC at Arizona, Gonzaga at LMU. I take Arizona and Gonzaga if you're asking me who I want. I really don't know. Yeah. Well, Xavier was one of them mouthing over there, so it could have been him that got the tag. Jump shot, air ball, rebound by Geronimo. And whoa, what was that? Now, Balin. Melendez might get nailed with a technical here. I'm not sure. Listen, check this out. I'm going to tell you, these referees are not messing around. And Miller Kopp goes to the other end, and he can't hit his technical either. Tamar Bates was on defense there. Let's see what I don't know what happened, but Melendez must have said something. I had some I had a taco, Rebecca, a taco. Schifino's got it out high. He's going to roll it around. He's going to hit Trace and Trace feeds it to Geronimo. Geronimo puts it up and in. Points in the paint are huge. Indiana extends to 11. Hey, I don't mind. I don't mind as long as they call it fair both sides. They can call it however they want. Just be even. Dribble drive on Trace. He's going to back him down, puts the baby hook up, and no good. And it's going to be, yes, it's going to be Indiana's ball. Tipped by Schifino and knocked out by number. I didn't see the number. Now Malik Renew has come into the game, as well as Tamar Bates. Geronimo and Galloway get a breather. Alex, she's great. She's at work right now. She'll be home in a little while. And there's almost a stolen pass. A little bit of a telegraph pass there by Tamar Bates, trying to feed the post. But number 42, Danja, is trying to prevent Trace from getting the ball. He's going to start fronting him a little bit. Oh, man. There were so many beatdowns in the 80s and the 90s. These teams don't forget that stuff. Stephen Bardeau, who's calling the game today, was a part of one of the best Illinois teams probably ever, and they took beatdowns from Indiana. And there is a strip coming back the other way, and no good on the layup, but Schifino's going to be called for the foul to try to stop the fast break. Terrence Shannon Jr. is awesome. I believe that's correct, Jack. I think that'll be how it finished. And that's a pretty light call there, but the refs are calling it that way. You got to kind of accept it. Make sure that if you're in the chat, you participate in the poll. I like to know what everybody thinks. I'm always looking for everybody's opinion. Also, if you're in the chat and have not chatted, please do so. Share my opinions. I really encourage you to share yours. This is why they call these watch parties. We try to have a good time in here and get to know everybody just a little bit. It's interactive, man. It's like virtual reality, but you know, when you're watching TV, the TV talks back. Can you change? You can change your pick. You mean No, not yet. College of Charlestown, that's exciting. I love it when those schools like that have great seasons. It's really good for the sport. Tim's been in here supporting me. I can't even tell you when it began. I don't even know. I don't even remember how I met Tim. It just felt like brotherhood immediately. Nathan, if you go back on my other channel, I did a live stream one night and let Tim do a giveaway on it. That was fun. Minnesota only had 12 points at halftime. I saw they were playing tonight. Thought you were going to change I thought you meant change the picture like the blood drop. What team to you has the coolest nickname or team name? Man, I don't know. Yeah, that was fun that night. That was one of my favorite streams. Coolest? I'd have to really think about that. There's so many teams. I'll sit here and think about it. TCU Horned Frogs is pretty cool. Dave says, Dave is the one that will have the answer. The Banana Slugs of UC Santa Cruz. Red Raiders is decent too. I like the name. Spiders from Charlotte. That's a good one too. Or that's Richmond Spiders. Richmond, not Charlotte. Savannah Bananas. Yep, Richmond Spiders. UAB Dragons. Got to say, Mike Davis, when he was coaching down there, I was cheering for them big time. Terrence Shannon is the guy we have got to start. We've really got to stop today. He doesn't miss at the free throw line. And he cuts the lead to 10. I think Terrence Shannon is a transfer from Texas Tech, if I'm not mistaken. What's up, Miss Lindsay? Nice to see you, dear. How's your Bearcats doing? 18-9, 11:47 to go. Shafino crosses the timeline. Feeds it to Trace to Shafino. He's going to drive. 15-footer. Hard off the glass. No good. Malik Renew with the offensive glass. Rolls it up and no good. Gets it back. Puts it up and in. Malik Renew, 2 rebounds on that play and a putback. 20-9 Indiana. 11:21 to go in the half. Matthew Meyer transferred from Baylor, which was on the championship team. Central Missouri State, the Mules. That's awesome. Malik Renew is a freshman that's going to be in the program for a few years, but he is a battler. He fits the mold big time of what I want to see. Prove that defense a little bit, young man. There's the feed. Hawkins is looking to shoot it. He can't get nothing off out there. Guy that big that's dribbling the ball and playing on the perimeter is awesome. Gets on the baseline. There's nothing doing. Mismatch against Trace Jackson Davis. Makes the three-point jump shot. Number 3. I'll have to catch his name here in just a second. 20-12. Trace has got it out high, and Shannon's trying to keep Schifino from shooting. And Shannon is doing a good job on Schifino disrupting his shot. He has not been able to get going yet. Hawkins is going to dribble, looks inside, nothing doing, feeds it back out. Shannon will reset the offense. I'm sorry. I think that's not Harris. Not sure who that is. Dribble gets inside, goes off his knee and out of bounds. It's Indiana's basketball. That's a turnover. He's not a happy camper. That must be the Meyer kid. Mayer or Meyer. Oh, yeah. He's complaining when he knew it went off of him. Too many turnovers so far in this game. Schifino gets the ball across the timeline. He hits Bates on the wing over to Geronimo. There goes Kopp. Schifino's out high. Schifino's looking for the shot right now. And he almost turns it over there. Feeds inside. And it's going to be – it's off of Geronimo. It's going to be Illinois' ball. Yeah, he's going to be good, Balin. I really think. Lady Mules, but they may be the Jennies. Dude. Are you kidding, Dabney? That's the best one. That's my favorite. Long Beach State Dirtbags. Nice feed inside against Renew. He puts it up, and Renew's going to pick up the foul. Nothing easy. Yeah, Xavier took a hard loss. Thank you guys for being here as we are going back to the free throw line. Danja is a good-looking young player as well. Smash the like. Please hit the subscribe button. Participate in the poll. And when Nathan gets a second, Nathan will post the channel Discord if you would like to join that. Yeah, Vanderbilt's Commodores. And he missed both free throws. This team shoots worse free throws than anybody I've seen in a while. Jaden Epps, thank you. Schifino to the glass and the dunk. He got in there so fast I couldn't even keep up with it. He didn't put it down hard, but he put it down. 16 points in the paint so far for IU. Dominate the middle. Everything else will work out. Puts the layup, but no good. Tipped. Controlled by Geronimo. Great defense there. Hang on a second. I got to get his name. Jaden Epps. Okay, thank you. There's almost a steal. Kopp is free. Feeds Geronimo for 15-footer. Jordan Geronimo with another big basket. And Coach has had enough. Timeout Illinois as we double them off again. Toledo Mud Hens. Yeah, that's another good one, Balin. Schifino got to the rack. Put it down over top of Hawkins. Yeah, the Red Storm. They made them. They weren't allowed to be the Red Men no more because of, Native Americans. Yeah, Lindsay, Xavier, the better they play, the better it makes us look. So, yeah, I cannot see it. They have not put it up on my board at all. So I couldn't find him. All right, Illinois is down by 12. They've been doubled off. Defense is playing tight. Got him out wide. Mayer's trying to get around Geronimo. He does. He puts it up. No good. Airballs it. Malik Renew controls. He hands it off to Shafino. We're going back the other way. Shafino crosses the timeline, gets a pick. He's going to drive. Puts up the 12-foot floater, and good. Jalen Hood Shafino with another basket. We extend to 26-12. Amen, Lindsay. And there is a deep three by Hawkins, and no good. Not in rhythm. Here we go. He feeds the outlet pass to Shafino. He gets it to Renew on the block. He drives, gets to the basket, nothing doing, puts up the hook shot, no good. Not a great shot by Renew, trying to play the mode. And there goes Illinois back to the glass. That'll be a goaltend. Terrence Shannon Jr. is a stud. Yeah, Bates is just kind of settled into a role playing. I think he was told that he shoots too much. Just based on his play against Wisconsin and so far today, I think he's going to let the game come to him a little bit more. I don't want to see him get passive, but, you know, he was taking a lot of shots early in the shot clock without passing, yada, 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 that weren't really good in rhythm. I seen IU play Illinois when Romeo Langford for IU and Underwood's first year as the coach. I love Brad Underwood too, by the way. That's a very solid coach for that program. A lot of good coaches have come from that program. There you go. For all those of you that were looking for Miss Alex today, there she be, stopping in for just a few minutes. I'm sure she's hopefully on her way home by now. This would be a very important road win as Illinois is 13-5 and they are solidly in the field. It would be a quad one win for Indiana. Yeah, so if Alex is still working and she doesn't make it here in time, I may shut the stream down early. What I will do is I will let the stream run. I will increase the scoreboard and put some music on and go that way. But I will have to bail. Yeah, Bob Knight hated Lou Henson in Illinois back in the day. Lou Henson, don't you think that guy had the worst toupee in the history of the world? I mean, that hair couldn't have been real, right? Yeah, no, man, there's no way. The Lou dude, God, man. Bill Self, Kansas's coach, another solid one. And then Bruce Weber is another former Illinois coach, and is he still at K-State or did they kick him out of there? Not sure. But he had a couple good seasons at K-State. Gene Cady had better hair. Absolutely. You know what? There is nothing better in this world than seeing Gene Cady and Bob Knight at the basketball court. Can you tell me anything that's more awe-inspiring to see those two men show up for their team? Absolutely not. I really do want to point out here that over the last 4 minutes or so, Trace Jackson Davis has gotten some valuable rest time on the bench. I really hope we get to see a little more of Logan Duncombe today as Trace comes back into the game. I do want to see Logan Duncombe because I think he needs to get some more minutes because I think he's going to play a part in the progression of this team. Shafino's bringing the ball up across the timeline as we go back. And Trace goes to the basket immediately. The double team comes. He draws the foul and one. As we stay doubled up on Illinois, our defense has been really good. All their points are on fast breaks, dribble penetration, getting to the rim. but there is nothing coming easy for this Illinois team. And Trace makes the free throw and increases the lead to 29-14. Shannon's bringing the ball back as C.J. Gunn has come into the game, and they put him on Terrence Shannon. That's a mismatch. I don't think – oh, there's a steal. Here goes Schifino. He's up, and one-handed slam. Jalen Hood Schifino with the dunk off the steal. Shannon is down on the ground, and they're complaining that there's moisture on the ground, but nothing's going to stop that. Kofi Coburn is gone, and I laugh at – oh, they ran into each other on the pick. Shannon and Harris. Harris is going to have to come sit down. He took a shot to the head. C.J. Gunn does not have the body type to man up yet. He's still young. He's that 18-year-old kid. DeSomu and Coburn are both gone. Loved IU. Here we come back the other way. Shannon's going to run the point as Harris goes to the bench. C.J. Gunn on him. There's the dribble penetration to the basket, and the layup is no good. Geronimo in great position there, affects the shot enough to make him miss. Here comes back the other way. Schifino's got the ball. He's walking it up with confidence. He's clearing Gunn out, looking for Trace. He tries to get it to him. He feeds it to him, but he's at the three-point line. He's going to back his man in with the dribble. Here comes the double team. Feeds it to Geronimo, gets position, up and in. Jordan Geronimo, another basket over Hawkins. It is 33-14, 6:35 to go, and there is another timeout used by Illinois. Trent Frazier was like a super-duper senior. I think he was one of those guys that hung around 5 years. Not sure. Maybe. Could be wrong. Let me talk about Jordan Geronimo not being the biggest big inside, but he uses body position and ball fakes to get it up off the glass. Great stuff, man. And that is it, Alex. Don't let off the gas. That has been the mode that's happened to a lot of these teams lately. They let up. You got your foot on their throat. For a lack of a better term, you don't lift it to stomp. You just crush it. This crowd is completely out of the game. I can see it from behind the Cowboys 49ers preview. They are stunned. There is no excitement in this building. This is how Mizzou beat them. He's going to try to get it down. They're going to start their offense out by midcourt. Mayer's got it out high. He's got Bates on him. That's a little bit of a mismatch. He dribbles, gets inside. Bates gets the steal, but he knocks it away. It goes out of bounds. There'll be 11 seconds on the shot clock. Nice to see Gunn get some minutes. He's earned his time on the floor. Shannon's going to start the offense. Let's see if he can guard him. He doesn't get around the pick. Shannon gets the basket outside to Hawkins. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Tipped up all the way into the backcourt. And Illinois gets the ball back, but there's a stoppage of play, and I don't think it's for a foul. They reset it to a 30-second shot clock. I didn't feel great about this game. I'm not going to lie. I'll mention it next break. Shannon drives. He feeds to Hawkins inside who's cutting. He gets an easy basket. Nice pass. There's an easy one for Illinois, 33-16. That is Illinois' first assist in this game. We've been playing that kind of defense. Schifino's backing this guy in. He feeds Geronimo. Geronimo drives. Nothing doing. Ball gets knocked away. Here comes Shannon the other way. Schifino picks the ball back up. And he's going to be stripped. No foul called. And the ball's going to stay. Oh, they're going to give it back. Hawkins is complaining at the referee. They didn't call. I think they gave Indiana the ball because they didn't call the foul there where Schifino got mauled in the corner. Great hands by C.J. Gunn to knock that ball away. Schifino got hacked, and then they missed the layup. Oh, that was Indiana's ball anyway. Hawkins lost it out of bounds. That wasn't a makeup call. They just didn't call the foul. Schifino drives. He gets into the lane, 15-footer. Hard off the back rim. Gets his own rebound. Drives, gets inside, looks. Turnaround Jay. Money. Jalen Hood-Schifino adds another 2. He's going to have that 22 in the first half for that young man that was in here earlier. He's getting there. That's his 8th point of the game. 88 subscribers from 2K. Thank you. Shannon just traveled. No call. And there's a turnaround jump shot in the middle. And Donja gets the basket. Well played. Nice pass. Yeah, Indiana looks like their offense is not moving the way that was. Schifino gets to the basket, puts it up in. Trace Jackson Davis. No, it's Geronimo gets the putback off the miss, 37-18. Yeah, just don't stop playing D. Your offense can struggle. Just keep playing defense. Here comes Miller, caught back in for somebody. CJ Gunn's on Shannon. He's going to get around him. Tamar cuts him off. They feed it to the other side. Epps is open. No good. Long rebound controlled by Illinois. They shoot a lot of threes. And number 42 uses the drop step to get to the basket with his left hand. And Illinois now has 20 points on the board. Schifino comes across, hands it to Geronimo. Geronimo feeds Tamar Bates and is stripped. And I don't know what happened there. Hawkins loses. Here comes Mayer. That's blocked by Geronimo. Geronimo is everywhere. I've said his name 50 times today. And he doesn't even have the ball in his hands. Epps has it on the right wing, feeds Shannon. Shannon pulls back, takes the shot, no good. Trace Jackson controls the rebound. He's going to hand it off to Jalen Hood-Schifino. We're going to come across the timeline here. 3:20 to go, 37-20. IU has played a masterful half. Very similar to the half they defensive. Guns got it for 3. No good. Not a bad shot. There's another one by Shannon deep, and he finally connects. Illinois cut it to 14. Yeah, they need a timeout here to get a little rest and then get back in here for the second half. If we can keep the ship afloat, that's what we were talking about, Aaron, at the beginning of the broadcast. That was my thought process. There is Schifino gets in the lane and hits another floater. Beck, you're going to win your bet on Schifino for sure. Schifino's got 10 points in the first half. He might score 22 in points. Hawkins is out high, driving on Trace, puts it up, and number 42 has found a way to get around Donja to get around TJD, and he might need a little help inside because the body size is different. Bates has got the ball out high, and Geronimo is going to be called for the foul on the illegal pick, and they're going to turn the ball back over. Nice for you to comment, Aaron. I appreciate it. I think you're right. That's exactly what the early conversation was about surviving this, having a few guys off the bench step up and play pivotal minutes and really learn how to contribute, to where then when you get your leadership back from your seniors, you're a much better team for it. But Coach was absolutely right. I beat on Coach a little bit for some of the things he does. But he was absolutely right before the Wisconsin game, and making sure them guys knew that if they didn't play defense, they weren't going to win games and they weren't going to play, and made them stop shooting so much and made them work on the defensive end, and it's paying off. Yeah, Geronimo reminds me of OG Anunoby, Balin. The same type of story. And OG Anunoby ended up in the NBA. Tell you somebody else he reminds me of, except for he's got a better jump shot, and that's Dennis Rodman. He has that same very orthodox, like very, specific jump pattern when he goes after rebounds. He's got that very specific, it almost looks a mechanical way of playing basketball. He doesn't look loose. He looks like he's very mechanical. It reminds me of Dennis Rodman too. It's something that these guys with massive athleticism do. Yeah, you know what? Tradition, heritage, being on this team, it means a lot more. 156 to half, Alex. And I've got about an hour left of time that I have. Yeah, the Dennis Rodman comparison is, I just remember watching Rodman go up for rebounds, right? And I remember Michael Jordan, begging for Rodman in Chicago. He knew that that's what he needed on that team. Somebody that would go out there and just do the dirty work. I look at Geronimo as the same type of guy, a guy to go do the dirty work. OG Anunoby has ended up being an excellent basketball player in the NBA. Yeah, it's all about time. I would love to do that because there's another great angle that you can take comparing players from the 80s that I grew up with, and even late 70s, and then and comparing them to today. Here you go, Balin. Bet you haven't thought. Yeah, no doubt. With Toronto, here's one you probably haven't thought about. The way Jalen Hood-Schifino's developing, he reminds me a lot of Anthony Hardaway. Plays like Penny. He is what Romeo Langford wanted to be in college. There's another three by Shannon. He slings it in, single-handedly starting to bring his team back. Illinois is on a 10-2 run the last 2 minutes and 24 seconds, and it's all been Terrence Shannon Jr., who's finally just decided he's going to throw it up from everywhere. Geronimo's got it out high, not forcing the shot. There goes Trace. He's got it on the block. He's working his guy down in. He's trying to bang. Puts it up and in. TJD answers the run, increases the lead back to 13. I love Calvert Chaney. Jason Kidd, yeah. There's another similarity. There's another three by Shannon, no good. If you're going to keep going to the well, eventually you're going to miss. Here comes Schifino up the right side. He does get a word from Woodson as he passes him by. Double pick, looking to get to the inside. He does. He's going to get stripped. Here Shannon had the ball. There goes Illinois with the dunk. They want the foul. They're not going to get it, and the Orange Crush is woken up. They've cut the lead to 11. Indiana could not hold them down the whole half. This team is too talented offensively. They shoot too well behind the stripe. They are going to give Trace that three-pointer. He will not take it. He's going to drive, though, all the way to the basket, and good. Trace gets the foul and one. They play off him far enough that he gets to drive into the basket. He goes over, gives coach of Illinois a little bit of a look as he goes by, and that's just gamesmanship. I think Langford was just a developing guy. I don't feel like he was made for the Big Ten. And no good on the free throw. Cannot complete the three-point play. Illinois can hold it for one shot. We got a 13-point advantage. Let's get a stop here. Let's get a stop. Miller Kopp is out high. Shannon's going to try to get around him. He does. Trace Jackson Davis picks him up, feeds it across. Melendez is looking for three, and he hit it. Illinois with a flurry of threes at the end of the half to cut it to a 10-point deficit. But that's the good thing about having a big run in this game, is that, you know what, at the end of the half, they make a run back at you and you're still up 10. 33 points in the half given up to them is not a bad number. I gotta say, man, it's you gotta take that as a win. All right, we do have a 75-25 today in here. Let's see, 24 votes. I'd appreciate a few more votes in the poll. 21 still hanging out. Please smash the like, subscribe. If you would love to be a part of the YouTube family, there is a membership program for It's in the Blood. Also, somebody can post the Discord information. We post all kinds of sports stuff in there, memes, pet pics, everything. And I'm going to have to make sure that I get in a bathroom break here. So there you go. There's the Discord right there. Thank you, Nathan. Yeah, you know what? You're right. You just got to stick to the game plan and continue playing defense. I am going to make it for a bathroom break. I'll drop a little bit of music, whatever I can drive in here, just to give you some sound to entertain.
Swear I won't forget this. Why do I regret this? In my mind reckless, thoughts are feeling endless. Sitting up, I'm breathless, anxiety's infectious. I feel so defenseless, betrayed and embarrassed. I hate being open, I hate being broken. I feel like an ocean filled up with emotion. Anger ain't a potion, rub it on like lotion. I can feel it soaking, reopen, the scars have awoken. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go. The pain makes it real, I don't wanna feel, I just wanna kill the bad thoughts and steal a good thought and feel. I'm just lost to feel, I'm just lost to feel. I need time to heal, I can't steer the wheel, cause this drive to kill, and it gives me chills. A nice road it feels, I slip off the peel and crash all the steel. Will I ever heal?
Alright. That wasn't too long, I hope. That music loud. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get it balanced. I'll drop it down 25 points. It was on 45. That's exactly where I was at, Rebecca. Thank you so much. Jack says Drexel Dragons. That's a really cool team name, too. 100% louder than the mic. I can't judge it. I don't know how loud it comes out. So I'll drop it down. Here, why don't you tell me what works while we're Let's see. What's this one? Is that equal or louder? I'd like to get it correct. I might as well go back with the same song, so didn't think about that. It's still louder than me? Okay. Wow, I've got that set at 19. So I can't even hear it. Which college is the Anteaters? That one I'm trying. I remember that too. Got you. Thank you. So based on the way our mics are set up, around 11, the Anteaters. UC Irvine. Yes, Nathan, I'm off on OBS tonight. Oh, but it is a StreamYard feature, yes. So I run my OBS camera through StreamYard. UC Irvine lost to UC Santa Barbara by 8 on January the 16th. Let's talk about a few stats here at halftime. What has been impressive from Indiana? Jordan Geronimo. Oh, God, MH, I know, bro. I'm with you. Let's talk about this first half, though. Jordan Geronimo. Remember, this guy was the 7th player on the team to start the season, basically. And he's 6 for 6 from the floor. 1 for 1 from three-point land. He's got 5 total rebounds, 2 blocks. He does have 3 turnovers, but he has 13 points. Trace Jackson Davis's numbers seemingly mirror that. No, I'm not from the monitor. It's from the OBS music the StreamYard music has its own volume, and it does not care. It doesn't calibrate in any way. So you have to calibrate it. That's why I didn't know how loud it actually was. Trace Jackson Davis, 6 for 6 from the floor, 1 from 2 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks, 2 turnovers, and 13 points. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't figured it out. Miller Kopp, seemingly invisible today. The one thing about Kopp today is that he has 3 steals in the game. He's getting his hands out there in defense. I know that doesn't translate good to the stat sheet, but I don't think he's having a bad game in that aspect. He does have an assist as well. What Beck cares about that's in the chat today. Jalen Hood-Schifino, 5 for 11 from the floor. He's got 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. He does have 2 turnovers and 10 points. So he's at 10, 11, 13, 15, 16. Wait. 10, 11, 13, 15. He's at 15 already. It's under brand. It's at the very bottom. It's called background music. I didn't realize it was that loud, so had no knowledge whatsoever. That Tiger Campbell still at UCLA? That's awesome. I'm real excited to see how we can handle Zach Edey. You know, I'll say it right now. I think Cobb being on the roster last year was the biggest detriment. I don't think he fit the mold of what they thought he was going to bring to this team. He does not. And it's not like it's that hard for him to get open. He probes the perimeter, but if he would cut to the basket every now and again, he would get a perimeter shot. Look at Geronimo. Geronimo is always moving without the basketball. He's looking for his spot on the floor. He plays to get the ball. Against Iowa, Tim, for sure. Yeah, Braden Smith is he's pretty awesome. I think this Purdue team is pretty solid. From your local high school, that's cool. I mean, he's doing the job there for Purdue. I have never been a Purdue guy, but I've always been an IU guy. But just to see what Painter's doing there, I think it's awesome. Yeah, I see. That's my confusion, Balin. I am not sure why Leal doesn't get more playing time. MH, is Smith is he Westfield? Is that where he was from? Because I'm trying to remember his recruiting. Why does that sound? Why does that stick in my head? Okay, yeah, dude, it's so hard to keep up, but I love Indiana high school basketball. Talk about one of the states that has some of the best tradition. I really believe that, and to Balin's point about tradition, I think you got to go back to slam dunk your solid in-state guys to build up your in-state fan base again, because this fan base has slipped a little bit, and I think that's the way you have to go. What's up, Ashton? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you participating in the poll, smashing all them good buttons. Having a pretty good first half. Illinois made a nice run there at the end, but you know what? We beat them and held them down almost the whole half. I think we got a little bit tired there at the end, and Terrence Shannon we started doing Terrence Shannon things and making three-pointers. Yeah, and like I warned you guys, I'm gonna here in the second half. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's where you got to start. You control the in-state, you get all the best talent out of the state, and then you can go around. Yeah. Yeah, so I do, like I'll show you. Yeah, because I'm not sure how many of you all have TVs. Some people that come in here don't have TVs at all. They listen on their phone. But this is what will happen in the second half when I have to go. I will drop this down, and you can see that. And then I will be, and I have to drop. I have an obligation that I have to take care of. I will not close the stream down, though. Well, this is where it starts. Road games in the Big Ten, hard-nosed defense, and seeing kids like Trey Galloway on the floor. Trey Galloway is one of those guys. Anthony Leal is one of those guys that needs to find his way on the floor. It would help recruiting. I know that sounds funny to say that, but, you go out of state to get all these other kids. CJ Gunn needs to be on the floor. You go everywhere else to get these top recruits because you're not getting them out of your own state. And I think if you want to rebuild the tradition to get it back to what it was, I think it starts with in-state recruiting, and it's a certain mindset and a certain amount of pride for your school and building it that way. There's no shortcuts in college basketball. Look at what's happening to Calipari in Kentucky. Coach Cal is probably the premier coach still left in college basketball. I would go out on a limb to say he might be the best coach that's still left in college basketball. And they got so tired, the fan base, of his one and done players that that it was just nothing but grief that he took. So then he tries to build a roster and a team, and they lose a couple games, and then they say he needs to be fired. I know Indiana's fan base is rabid too. Yeah, no doubt. That's a great – I think that's a winning combination, Balin. Man, it's funny. Them guys come back up and they show you exactly what I was talking about earlier. Here we go. Oh, man, they're ready to fire it off. What a nice pass on the give and go there. Hawkins to Harris, and he scores the basket. And Illinois got that lead under 10. They took advantage of that first possession and got a hoop. Indiana needs to get their foot and get it right down to the block. Trace has got it on the block. He's going to back his man in, get some fouls. Puts the turnaround jump shot and one. Draws the foul, makes the little baby hook from about 8 foot. Yeah, but you take Cal out of the equation and you don't get the same talent in the school. So, I'm just saying that if they throw him out of there, they're hurting. That's a detriment to the school. The university truly already knows it. It's just the fan base is more rabid than anything. 10-point lead for Indiana. Trace shoots the free throw and good. Back to an 11-point lead. 19:28 to go in the game. Hawkins has got it out high. They're using him and there's going to be a foul called. Not sure on who. They're going to run Hawkins at the top of the key and run that give and go. He's going to dribble, tries to feed Shannon, doesn't get it. Mayer's got the ball. It gets the switch, goes around 2 picks. Hawkins has got it out high. He's going to try to drive on Galloway. He does. Puts up a 15-footer. No good. Offensive glass. No good. Another offensive glass. And they're going to call a foul in there somewhere. Donja has kind of really taken that momentum away from Trace there. Let's see how that worked. I don't know where the foul was, but he got it. And free throws hard off the back iron. Illinois has not helped themselves from the stripe today. Dane Donja's only got 6 points, and it feels like he's done really better than that. Second one is good. 10-point lead. Indiana's got the ball. Here comes Galloway running the point. Shannon's going to be in tow on him. Terrence Shannon has played an excellent game for Illinois. Trace has got it out high. He's going to dribble. Nothing doing. Trying to get the ball to Galloway. He hands it off. The ball's tipped out. 13 on the shot clock. Trace has got the top of the key. Gives it to Galloway. Nothing doing. Goes around a pick. Galloway gets to the basket. Gets it to Trace. And good. Galloway back to Jackson, and Indiana has extended back to 12. It is going to be a long half. I'm sad to say that I'm not going to get to see all of it, but I've got the record button going, so I will. Harris has got it out high. He tries to get around Schifino. Feeds it to Donja. Donja puts it up, and good. Donja with the fast drop step, Kofi Coburn-esque, and has got a lay-in, and he's playing very well against Trace down low. Trace may need some help on him. I haven't said that all year, but it might be time to get ready for Purdue because that's what's going to happen with Edey. Trace gets all the way to the basket and dunks over Donja. They're going back and forth, the two bigs in this game. Indiana leads 50-38. Stop the ball. Harris gets it in, back out to Shannon, rotates it around. Hawkins starts to play again. 15 on the shot clock. Pass is tipped. Trace Jackson reaches over Donja, knocks it out of bounds, and the ball will stay at this end. Right now, neither big can defend each other. When is that game, Balin? Because I'm going to say I'm going to say the 20th of February. Gets it, feeds the rock to the goal. No good. Good defense there by Trace. And Geronimo down low with Galloway on Terrence Shannon. And Indiana has the ball up 12. And there is both guys. Shafino's still on the ground. Solid pick. Coach is losing his mind. I don't think there was a real need for a foul call there. Pick was solid. Both players just went down as Harris was fighting through the pick. And I hope Shafino's not hurt. He looks to be okay. Yeah, I know, Tim. That's my biggest grief. Kopp hands it back to Shafino, who goes around Harris. There's another pick. Nothing doing. Trace has got it. That Harris is playing solid D right now on Shafino. Trying to take him out. Galloway gets to the rim. Nothing doing. And he's going to draw a foul on Terrence Shannon. That will be his first foul. Underwood is mad. Shannon was in pretty good position. That was just a gimme call there since Galloway hit the deck so hard. I don't think that was a little bit with the body, but I don't call that a foul. But in true fashion, these refs are trying to keep the fouls even. Yeah, why is there okay, what did I miss? And Kopp misses another flipping technical foul. Second one is good. So that the technical foul seems to kind of deflate the crowd a little bit here. Underwood is I like big vocal coaches. He reminds me a lot of Bobby Knight, the way he screams and yells over there, and that makes me smile. And Galloway shoots a nice arcing free throw that strips nothing but the bottom. Underwood's coat is gone. He's fired up. He's gotten too hot for the jacket. And second one's good by Galloway. Extends the lead back to 15. Yeah, he's like a 90% free throw shooter, but he's never in the rhythm of the game, so what are you going to do? All right. Here comes Epps back the other way against Galloway. Indiana's using a little bit of a 2-2-1 press. Are they going to jump back into a zone here for a minute? No. They're going to go back into man. And Mayer shoots the three. No good. Tipped out. And controlled by Shannon. Donja does a great job of fighting for the basketball. Wide open for three. No good. Geronimo controls. Feeds Galloway. Here comes Indiana. Good defensive stand there. Trace has got the ball on the block right where we want it. He's looking around. No double team comes yet. It comes. He puts it up. No good. Tipped up. And he throws it off of Illinois player Mayer and saves it to our end, and it'll still be Indiana's basketball. I'd put Shafino on the line. Just saying. I think you need to get that guy ready for March. Kopp gets it into Shafino with the bounce pass. 18 on the play clock. Ball's tipped. There's a steal. Here comes Illinois on a 2-on-1. And Shafino is going to foul Shannon. That is not an intentional foul. Everybody's holding it. What's up, JB? Nice to see you, my brother. Thank you for stopping by. I'm getting ready to close this poll down at the next television timeout. Shafino's got his third personal foul. He's going to have to be careful. 16:02 left to go to the game. Please participate. You got to decide who you want to trust at the end of the year, and it all starts now. And if Illinois can make free throws, they would probably be a lot closer in this game. Underwood is still working that official. It's the blue at the top of the chat, JB. There's a blue strip. He hits 1 out of 2. The lead is 14, 16 minutes to go. Galloway's got it. He feeds Trace on the block. Trace is going to back him in and go. Drop step and dunks. Trace Jackson Davis with another big finish. No defense there. If they do not double team, they can't stop him. Tamar Bates is on the floor. Geronimo's getting a break. Donja's got good. Donja gets good position on the block. Shannon's trying to get around Galloway. Nothing doing there. He's cut off. There's a cut, and there's going to be a foul. And we're going to go to the TV timeout. That's okay. This poll is supposed to be skewed. The stream is set up for Indiana fans. However, I do try to pimp getting some Illinois and the opposing team in here. I like it when we do that. A lot of times we make new friends that way, regardless of who they love. And in the poll, after an hour and 30 minutes. And there you go. 31 votes today. I appreciate it. 70-29. As time goes by here in a little bit, probably the next TV timeout, I'm going to have to get the boys ready for my pullout. I don't know where Alex is. If she makes it home, I'll still be allowed to be in here. No, JB. We've had some financial crises around here the last few months, and I'm saving money. So holding on to my cash for a little while. Probably in the fall. Yeah, that's okay. I got to go everywhere last year. I spent time in Missouri, had a great time there. Went up to New York, upstate New York, had a great time there. South Carolina. No, Balin, I passed it over to some friends. They're doing my show tonight over there. I wanted to be in here for as much of the ball game as I could. I'm going to laugh. You guys are going to get a little kick out of it. Somebody was really confused the other day to find out that I was married. And because I'm in here, it seems like a lot. And then plus I have a very trying job and I'm out doing my thing. I just managed my time very well. They didn't think that I was married. It was kind of just really confused that I had a wife. I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, right on. She does resin molds, and she makes things out of like that hard epoxy, and she makes different stuff like that. She's got a whole room on the other end. I tried to put a video camera in there just to record her doing her thing. I thought it was pretty interesting. And there's a big arts and crafts community. I love YouTube. I love the opportunity to do something and broadcast and participate in that type of a lifestyle while having no experience. No, that was a gift, JB. A very cool gift. And I don't think I have anything down here that she's made. But yeah, I'll show some of the stuff that she's made on one of the streams. And we're back to action. Illinois gets it into Hawkins. Hawkins is looking, feeds Shannon, and Miller Kopp's going to get called for the foul going through the pick. That's just wishful thinking, Nathan. Epps feeds it into the same play to Hawkins, feeds it to Shannon on the other side. Kopp is in tow. Doncha's backing Trace down. He's got him. Good position by Trace. Good rebound by Tamar Bates. Galloway's going to bring the ball up as Renew is in. Now we got both of our bigs in right now, Renew and TJD. Kopp is wide open. He drives. He feeds it to Trace. Trace almost loses it. Puts it up and in. TJD with another basket. 57-39. Let's go. 14-48. Miller Kopp falls down on the pick. He has to get back up, get back over his cover. Epps is going to get into the lane, feeds the corner to Hawkins. No good. TJD gets the rebound. Galloway's going to bring the ball up. 14-28 to go. 57-39. The lead is back to 18. I know, Tim. Don't guilt me. I'll do it. You know I'll do it. TJD drives on Hawkins. They switch defenders. They put the faster Hawkins. He feeds it to Kopp in the corner. Dribble inside. Bates for three. No good. Renew fights for the rebound. Great block out by Donja. Here comes Illinois back the other way. Hawkins is out high. He drives. Renew's going to get called for hands. So when you start reaching like that out high, that tells me that you're a little winded. All right, Hawkins has got it out high. He picks up his dribble. He feeds it to Mayer. Mayer hasn't had much impact on the game as he's being defended by TJD right now. He feeds it down to Hawkins on the block. Hawkins has great position over Tamar Bates and gets a basket. Cuts that back down to 16. Yeah, I guilt myself, Tim. Damn, I don't like it that some of you know me pretty well. Yeah, Jimmy Chitwood for the three. And Miller Kopp dribbles into the lane. And Escobar's going to stay with Indiana off of Mayer, but I think Malik Renew committed a foul there. They didn't call it. And we got a timeout on the floor. I'm trying to figure out what they're doing here. Because I can't hear who called it. But we're going to go to a break. 10:07. So I'm back to warning you guys. Like I told you before, here in about 20 minutes, I will have to exit stage left. What I will do is I will drop a very low tone music on here and leave the scoreboard running. For those of you that want to hang out, that's fine. I don't blame you if you leave. But we got about 21 more minutes. I'm going to go wake the boys up here in just a few minutes. Checking on Alex to see if she's going to make it. I'd love to hang in here till the end. I want to watch the end. I'm excited. Fired up, man. Got this stuff rolling again, playing defense. Looks really good. 41 points, and we're almost halfway through the second half. Great job by the D again today, regardless of outcome. I don't feel like we're quite out of the woods yet, though. I feel like we need to put on about 15 more points here, as we go. No, I'm just going to leave the stream running, and I'm going to drop the interactive scoreboard. That's all I'll be able to do, Balin. It's we're a one-horse family right now, and the boys have got to make it to work tonight. They work third shift, and Alex worked late, so she's not going to be here in time to give me a helping hand, I don't think. Yeah. Well, you know what, Balin? My pre-game prediction was we had to keep them under 70 to have a chance to win. And I really felt that way, as well as they score the 3-ball. Now, they had a flurry at the end of the first half and, really put some points in there at the end. But because, we were up 18 and 18 or 20 in the first half, and they trimmed it all the way back down. Pretty good defensive stand so far today. The one thing about Indiana's game that has been upsetting today is the amount of careless passes and turnovers. Yeah, Nathan, she's working as well. And that's the thing, man. This looks like a Big Ten game. Everybody's hitting the floor. There's some hard screens. This is what I like about Big Ten basketball. Dave was in here talking about the brand of basketball isn't that, solid because it's not exciting, but it's aggressive, it's defensive, it's hard-nosed, and I think it's the way basketball should be. And Trace is going to get the outlet pass on the inbound as he's going to try to dribble. He's looking. He feeds Renault. Renault goes up and lays it in on the reverse. Gets around his defender who was fronting him. Nice pass by TJD. And here we go, 59-41. Epps has got it out high. Mayer has it out there as well. He's going to try to drive on TJD. Step back. No good. They're settling for no passing and jump shots. If they keep this up, they're going to bury themselves. Tamar in transition 3. No good. Renew controls. Set that defense back up. Renew almost had that pass stolen back to Galloway. Trace has got it on the block. No double team yet. Trace drives. Double team comes. Speeds it out. Kopp takes a step. Shoots the 3. Miller Kopp buries a 3-pointer on the outlet pass from Trace. The second that double team came, he dropped it out. A ball fake and a 3. And Hawkins comes back and he answers with one of his own. 62-44. This game's getting exciting, and I hate that I'm going to go here in a little bit. Driving me nuts. Galloway drives. He's going to get all the way to the basket. Feeds Trace. Puts it up and in. No good. And there's the loose ball. They're fighting for it. It's going to be Indiana basketball. Bodies are flying everywhere. Everybody's going hard to the basket, and wouldn't you know, we're going back to another timeout. Whew. 62-44. We've turned the ball over 11 times to their 8, but where we're winning this game is points in the paint and rebounding. And you know what? We're shooting, Jesus criminy, I didn't even notice this. Stat for the game, 64% field goal percentage, 3 for 6 from 3. We're shooting higher field goal percentage than we are free throw percentage. Illinois, 37%, 35 from 3, and 50% from the foul line. It's all about defense. It's getting close. Hey, I'm going to wake them up here at the end of this commercial break. Give them 10 minutes to get ready, and then I will be out. I will drop the interactive screen down to full. I can either put it on play-by-play or box score to where you guys can watch. If you guys bail, like I said, no harm, no foul. Definitely appreciate you being here. I should be back by the end of the game to do a post game a little bit, and we will finish it up there. So if nothing else, I'll be home about 11:15, maybe just thereafter. We'll do a post game and see how we ended up. Hopefully it's the dub. But it's definitely the pep talk from Coach has carried over into 2 games. Play Don Fisher for play-by-play. Love Don Fisher calling games. And the best part about it in here for IU, not so much on the football side. There's a few guys on the football side, but there's so much history that's involved with this university, and a lot of the guys that have been in here hanging out. Yeah, Ken Sterling, I laughed at that too. He's the only person that I will listen to about, I may watch the post-game interviews and stuff like that, but I don't listen to like assembly call or anything like that. I don't necessarily particularly like guys that just favor the university on how they want to, talk about it and break stuff down. They don't really point fingers very well when it needs to be. So I don't even listen. I just take my own observations. Oh, I didn't see that. I did see the thumbnail with him being in Bloomington outside, but I got to go back and watch that because I did not get to see that one in particular. Love Kent Sterling. He is no BS. He and I don't agree on some things, but he's no BS. Shafino to the rack. No good. And you know what? Shafino has not put up the numbers in the second half as Epps has shut him completely down. Hawkins. Shannon's got the ball out high. They're looking to cut the lead from 18 down. Looking, nothing. Switch. Great defense. Almost a travel on the pass. Drives on Trace. Gets inside. Throws up the floater. No good. TJD with the glass. Get that out of my middle. 11:06 to go. Trace has got it on the block. No double team as of yet. He's going to shoot. Gets inside. Keeps his dribble. Floater. He hits it. TJD extends the lead to 20. 10:46 to go. No, I didn't. I don't get to watch him very often. No basket. Terrence Shannon is God. Okay, while we're on this foul, I'm going to go do some waking up. I'm going to go ahead and extend this down. And I shall be back for a few minutes and then before I leave. And I go away and I come back and it's a 21-point lead. Excellent. I got about 8 minutes or so before I have to call this a day. I apologize. I want to hang out. Trace with the backdoor layup. Reverse. Yeah, we're at that point now. Balin, I think we need about, we just need to not let them get on a run. No runs here. Once you get under 10 minutes, you're using clock. You're trying to get a good shot and get to the free throw line. There is no two ways about that. Fresh legs and defense. Force them into them long three-point shots. Hawkins is back and cop down. He's going to go across the lane. He throws it away. He's going to be called for a travel. He's screaming mad, but you just can't do what he was doing there. 9:56 to go. Illinois implements a press. Shafino's got it. They need to get across the timeline. Timeout. Timeout. And it's a 10-second call. Indiana turns it right back over. Yeah, I know. They were lollygagging on getting that ball across the timeline, and it cost them. That first 4 or 5 seconds. I just saw Zach Osterman in the stands. That's cool. He wasn't even looking at the game. Looking at his phone. How's that? What's up with that? Epps is going to go around the pick. He tries to get the basket. He throws it up off the rim. No good. Donja controls the rebound. He's been the only bright spot inside for them. TJD tips the ball out of bounds. It's going to stay on the Illinois end with 9:32 to go. That is the 8th team foul by IU in this half, only 4 by Illinois. So that's another big contributing factor here. Yeah, no doubt. I've never caught a glimpse of him on national TV and him being at a game. Thought it was kind of funny. Free throws up, and they continue to miss free throws. 20-point lead. Tamar Bates has got it. He's going to try to get across the timeline. It's tipped back. And there's going to be another 10-second call. I think that's what they called. Yep, it's going to be a 10-second call on the turnover. I see 20 on the play clock, so that must mean they called it. Great defense by Illinois. Illinois is in that desperate mode right now. They're going to burn all their energy trying to make a run. What Indiana needs to do is continue to play solid, make them earn it. And that's a long three-pointer that's sunk. That's given them a little bit of life. 66-49. And there's a quick outlet. Here comes Tamar. He gets it across the timeline. Feeds it down to Trace. Trace to Shafino, and that's a charge. Shafino's going to get called for the charge there. And the ball's going back the other way. Terrence Shannon just buried that triple a second ago. Melendez takes the charge. And Indiana finds himself in a little bit of a predicament here. Illinois has played a pretty solid half, not turning the ball over. They just can't score. Layup is no good. Offensive rebound, it puts it back up and in. Trace Jackson Davis plays defense on Harris, but nobody that's going to make me a wreck. And they're getting chippy out there trying to get the ball in bounds. Harris is bodying up to Tamar Bates. He's pushing him. He hasn't even done nothing yet. They're going to get chippy. They're going to try to make this get emotionally based and get out of hand. Galloway's got it. You got to clear. He's going to bring the ball across the timeline. He's trapped. And he gets the ball stripped and he goes out of bounds. Indiana looks very out of sorts right now. Shut up, Balin. I don't want to hear it. Shh. They need, without Schifino on the floor, it's a little bit by committee on point guard because these other guys have not made it. Geronimo thought about taking that three and didn't, like a good man. He waits till it's a good shot. He passes to Tamar. Tamar drives. He's going to feed it back. That's a good one, Jordan. Hard off the back rim, no good. Tipped up, controlled by, here comes Illinois. Melendez on the break. Feeds it across over. Hawkins almost loses it. Tip pass in the corner. Harris takes a step inside, looks for Shannon, had a wide open jump shot, but wants Shannon to shoot that three, and he hit it. Terrence Shannon Jr. cuts the lead to 12, 7:46 to go. Tamar gets the inbound pass. Get it cleared out. Why are you not clearing it out? They feed it across the timeline. Indiana needs a timeout here. No, he's on the bench right now with 4 fouls. Galloway's out there with 4 as well. Galloway puts it off the glass, and Galloway ends the run, extends the lead back to 14 with 7:4 to go. Thanks for the comment, Cameron. No, he is not, but I think he's at the scorer's bench set to come back in. The ball handling has gone downhill. There's another 3 attempt. No good. Feeds the outlet to Galloway. He's going to go up and lays it in. Galloway with a fast break. Pass from Geronimo. 4 more minutes, and then I will drop the scoreboard down for you guys and see you in about 30 for the post game. We made it most of the way through. And there goes Harris. He's going all the way to the basket. And Trace Jackson Davis lets him get past him and then just blocks it out of bounds. Schifino has not scored in this second half. And I know if Beck is still in here, probably losing his mind. All right, we're going to go to timeout. I can't think of a better time to go ahead and drop this down for you all. Let's see. All right, I will see you guys as soon as I get back. Much love. Let's hope we hold on for the win, and we'll be talking about it in post-game.